the ESPN firing news just got to headlines. And just last week is when all the reports was getting mentioned that, yo, that payout, that was 23 million. Shorty over here making public posts. All right, bye, people. I quit OnlyFans. We're like, damn. And just that fast, Shannon Sharpe is being sued for 20 million after falsely claiming a woman's husband left her over a viral flirty moment with Usher, even though she wasn't married. We're going to watch the video, y'all. We are. According to court documents, Shannon Sharpe faces a $20 million lawsuit after allegedly spreading false claims about a woman's viral moment with Usher. Jimelita Tillman, a global director for the Harold Washington Cultural Center, says she appeared on national media to correct the record, but alleges the defendants continue to spread rumors. She also claims the false narrative caused significant harm to her character and led to emotional distress. Now, I know the headlines going around, including this one, just say Shannon Sharpe, but Ocho Cinco is also being sued in this, as well as Shay Shay Media. And once again, we were just talking about Shay Shay Media yesterday. So three targets on the lawsuit from this Jimelita Tillman. All right. Before I get to the video, let's take a look at actual docket filings. And boy, oh boy, oh boy, we will be getting to a guilty, not guilty in trial at the end of this one. All right, let's go small screen for y'all. All right, here we go. This is straight from the docket now. This isn't a indictment detail post. This isn't speculation. This is official court documentation. All right, so it was filed on the 25th, a couple days ago. Complaint for defamation. Parties, plaintiff, Jimelita Tillman, an individual residing in Chicago, Illinois. Defendants, Shannon Sharpe and Chad Johnson, associated with Shay Shay Media. 2, jurisdiction and venue. The court has jurisdiction over this matter as the plaintiff resides in Cook County, Illinois, and the defamatory statements made by the defendants have significantly impacted the plaintiff's reputation within the state. Okay, so this is filed in Illinois. Okay. 3, facts. On April 2nd, 2025, I participated in a fan engagement moment at an Usher Raymond concert where I interacted with the artist as a selected audience member. Following this event, the defendants made and disseminated false and defamatory statements suggesting that I was married and that my husband was filing for divorce due to my participation in the audience experience. I am not married, okay, nor am I currently going through a divorce. I was not married at the time of the fan participation moment during the Usher concert. The defendant's false narrative was shared widely across their platforms, reaching millions of followers. 4, viral spread and refutation efforts. Despite my clear and public refutation of the false narrative, including appearances on national media outlets such as WGN News and the Ricky Smiley Morning Show within 72 hours of the viral story, the defendants continue to post the defamatory content across their social media platforms. I made numerous efforts to contact the defendants to request the removal of this false narrative, but these requests were disregarded. All right. 5, libel and defamation. The statements made by the defendants are false and defamatory, causing significant harm to my character and reputation. Their continued dissemination of these false statements after I publicly clarified my marital status demonstrates a reckless disregard for the truth. 6, I want to read the impact. Impact. The ongoing misinformation has resulted in emotional distress for the plaintiff, damaged her reputation, and adversely affected her personal and professional relationships. The plaintiff seeks to hold the defendants accountable for their negligence in allowing these libelous statements to persist. Relief requested. Plaintiff seeks compensatory and punitive damages in the amount of $20 million from Shay Shay Media and its representatives and affiliates for defamation against her, as well as any further relief deemed appropriate by the court. When you say the affiliates as well, that could be sponsors, no? That could be production crew. I don't know. Shay Shay Media and representatives and affiliates definitely would be sponsors related to, no? This is why sponsors be backing out of shit and pull away, and major networks are like, nah, because you can muddy the waters with us too. Look at the Drake situation. Before he filed, he had that pre-action suit against how many companies? Spotify and iHeart, and right? And I know they was over there like, we could end up in a lawsuit, but they probably exchanged a little discovery, provide some information, and Drake said, all right, I got what I need from y'all. I'm done with y'all. Now it's just full throttle at UMG. I'm done with y'all. Conclusion: the plaintiff respectfully requests the courts to grant relief as outlined above, and any additional relief that is just and proper. Wow. Okay. Let's take a look at the actual video. I do remember seeing this come across social media. I didn't think much of it. I didn't care too much. I've seen this type of video with 50 different people from this whole Usher tour. No? Did they do that little cherry thing that they always do already? Look at her. Oh, there they go. All right. Do your thing, girl. Yo, where are we as a fucking society, people? Yo, I saw some of the interview footage. I'm not even gonna bring it up of this woman, speaking to this, and in some of the interviews, she's even laughing and like kind of like playing along with it, like, yeah, nah, I'm not married. Like she's really doesn't seem too emotionally distressed to me. But where the fuck are we? You go to this Usher concert, right? If I pop up at an Usher concert and I'm just caught on camera, and then Shannon Sharpe and these other big media outlets and platforms just start saying, "Oh, look at this video of this person in the crowd, ARP. He's married, and because he's at this Usher concert, that means that he's disrespecting his wife." And let me not use Usher. That's a little averbish. Let me Beyonce. Okay. He's at this Beyonce. He's at this Beyonce concert. And because he's there, and because Beyonce always, parades around and gives out the cherries and shit, any man that's there, you're cheating. But we got the camera on ARP. So, and then I go home and I end up getting divorced or some shit like that, then I might have an issue with Shannon Sharpe. If you just created some story on me and I just was somebody in the crowd enjoying my shit and my businesses fell apart, my podcast got canceled, my sponsorships left me, and my wife divorced me because you created this story on your podcast. That's real impact. That's real problem. That's real lying. And it's like, I really lost my whole world because of some bullshit you just did. I can understand that. Let me be fair, right? This is night and day to that, though. Now we're not talking about ARP in the crowd. We're talking about I come to the front row. I bought those those tickets got an extra little cheese on it because this is the lane that Usher is gonna walk, and you might end up as one of his contestants and shit. And you never even know if some of these contestants are kind of like pre-allocated. Like as the show is going on, like his handlers are walking in the crowd. How about you? You want to do this? Hey, the cameras are all on the stage, but over here in the cut, all right, sign this consent form, sign this liability form. I wouldn't be surprised unless all that is already covered from entering the building, under building stipulations of buying that ticket. But I wouldn't be surprised if those people are already allocated or knowing before Usher gets to them. But anyway, you are having a very consensual, right? That's the key word from the Diddy case, a consensual moment there, flirting and all of this with Usher and doing all of that, playing to the moment, and then you doing all this sexual energy, and then you bow down and you do the cherries and you playing with them like that, like it's a ball sack in your mouth. You doing all of that. Somewhere on social media, somebody might have a comment like, "Hey, look at this girl, man. Her husband left her that night." Now it's because it's Shannon Sharpe and Shay Media and Ocho Cinco and a platform that you heard had $100 million on the table. That's what that is to me. Because the interviews of her when she's addressing it, laughing, joking around, being sarcastic, you don't look that damaged to me. I want to see the real damage, because the example that I gave y'all of me at the Beyonce concert, right? That's not what she's saying in the actual paperwork. She's saying, I wasn't even really married at the time. I'm not married. And I didn't go through a divorce. Okay. So this can't be like a joke then? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, ARP got divorced from his episode yesterday. I say, yo, I'm not even married. I can take that as a joke then. Like, now if I was married, like, what the fuck? Where are we? And then the number 20 million. It's like when you settle with Cassie, you showed the world, and then the 1-800 numbers go up. This girl right here, Gabriella Zaninga, that $100 million deal came around. Her and Tony got together. They said, "Oh no, we're not even going to go for the 10 million. Let's file for 50. We out of here now." And then you settle with her a couple months later, and now you got this coming. And you know what? Let me not rush it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Jimalita. I gotta be able to find her. I want y'all to see it. I want to see if I could bring that up with y'all. Where are you, honey? Where are you, love? Is this it? Yeah, that's it. Okay, let me bring this up here. I found it for y'all. I found it. Okay. Let's bring this up.
Somebody shared the video and said the description of the video was that, like, this woman, her husband divorced her because of her connection with Usher and everything else. So that's just completely not true.
That is completely,
because a lot of people are seeing this video in that context.
Completely false. I am single. I am a retired homeschool mom looking to expand the arts here and across the pond. I am single. You got a cherry? Give me a jingle. No, she's got cherry. False. I am single.
Because a lot of people are seeing this video in that context.
Completely false. I am single. I am a retired homeschool mom looking to expand the arts here and across the pond. I am single. You got a cherry? Give me a jingle. No, she's got cherry. I'm looking to expand the arts here.
So you're retired and you're looking to expand the arts. You know what my thought would have been? What comes to mind for me, lawsuit shit don't be coming to my mind. Like I don't come from that era of that's how to make a dollar. You know what my mind would have went? If I'm this retired, I'm trying to expand the arts and gain notoriety to whatever I got going on. And that's another thing too. If you're retired, how much business could have been impacted then? I just thought about that. Hey Shannon, these are some things for your defense. But anyway, if I was really single, like she said, and then I saw this viral video that stemmed from not the video because Usher's going viral with his people regardless, right? Let's say the Shannon Sharpe clip or cap or whatever goes viral. My thought is to reach out to their platform. And if it's 100% not true, I'm not married, I'm single and all this, I'm not getting divorced and all that. I don't know what you guys talking about. My thing be like, hey man, bring me on the podcast, man. Let's joke about it. Let's talk about it. And then I'm gonna use that spotlight to do whatever I got going on, even though I'm retired. That would have been that's what comes to mind for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, yo, you know that shit is some bullshit, Shannon. Yo, y'all got me up on the viral Shannon Sharpe shit. Shit, yo, put me on there. That would have been my thought. That would have been my thought. How the fuck how do you go from putting yourself this consensual Usher moment that's plastered on the big screens? The whole crowd has their cell phones out. This is going to go viral along with every other girl. I could find 50 of these online that he did this with, right? Yours goes viral. A podcast picks this clip up and says she's getting divorced behind this, and you're not even married. And you're retired. How does that equate to $20 million damages and emotional and mental distress? You was totally fine juggling the fucking cherries, right? In front of the world. Now, because somebody said you're getting I'm trying to add it up and I fucking can't. And retired.